This video is sponsored by Cove. Every moment has the potential to be epic with the right soundtrack. What's up, Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Bits for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. There hasn't been any official word from Apple yet about its rumored October 13th iPhone 12 event just yet, so we're still waiting for that confirmation. Now, that also happens to be Amazon Prime Day as well, in case you didn't know, but we're still learning more about the new iPhone lineup. Now, Apple leaker John Prosser dropped another nugget of info on his Twitter with the storage capacities for the new iPhone 12 family. He reports the 5.4-inch iPhone will in fact be called the iPhone 12 mini, and I still do not see how 5.4 inches should even be considered mini. Now, it will come in 64, 128, and 256 gig capacities. The 6.1-inch iPhone 12 will also get the same capacities of 64, 128, and 256 gigs. Now, these two iPhones, they are rumored to be first of the four expected iPhones to be available. The 6.1-inch iPhone 12 Pro and the 6.7-inch iPhone 12 Pro Max. Those are expected to be announced but arrive later in November. And, after complaining about a Pro iPhone starting at 64 gig storage capacity, the new iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max will reportedly finally get 128 gigs. And if true, if this is actually true, that's a good Apple. Ooh. And it should have never been 64 gigs to start on that high-end iPhone, even a few years ago. And I know some of you are all suddenly saying, thank you, Apple, thank you, when you should really be saying, finally. So guess what? I'm going to believe it when I see it. But the storage capacities for the 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max, they will be 128, 256, and 512, according to Prosser. We aren't expecting to see anything larger than that, and there's no memory expansion slot, which is normal for an iPhone. We're kind of all used to that by now. Now, Chinese media reports that Foxconn's Zhengzhou factory is running 24 hours a day to produce these iPhone 12s. They're asking employees to cancel upcoming holidays. They're introducing mandatory overtime. They're giving out bonuses for long-term staff to meet the goal of getting it out to distributors on October the 5th, with the announcement to likely happen on the 13th, then pre-orders on the 16th, and then we might see the first units of iPhone 12s on October the 23rd. But this is also just a reminder that there are actual people that are making these new iPhones for us, even with all those delays from coronavirus. We are lucky to even be able to own these things, and I just think that, hey, sometimes we forget that. All right, in iPad news, I cannot wait to check out the new iPad Air 4 whenever Apple decides to release it sometime in October. And you know that I am all team green, baby. But DigiTimes reports that Apple will launch the new 12.9-inch mini LED backlit iPad Pro in early 2021, which I'm guessing would line up more with a March-April timeframe, which would also be the same as the 2020 iPad Pros. They also claim that a mini LED MacBook is expected in the second half of 2021. And, we've heard plenty of rumors about this new mini LED coming in some type of a MacBook, with models ranging from a 12-inch MacBook to a 14.1-inch MacBook Pro to the larger 16-inch MacBook Pro. But there's really been no clear reports about which specific model will be the first MacBook with a mini LED display to arrive. Now, we know that there are just tons of benefits from mini LED, including a thinner display, lighter weight product designs, and then you'll get some of the same benefits of OLED displays like true deep blacks. You got higher contrast ratio and more vibrant colors. These things are going to look amazing compared to the current displays. So it's a no-go for this year, but we'll see them sometime in 2021. Now, something we'll also be seeing in the next month or so, iOS 14.2. And, I don't know about you, but it's been over a week, and iOS 14 is just absolutely crushing my iPhone 11 Pro battery life. I'm not using the beta. I have the latest 14.0.1 update, and I don't even have widgets on any of my main home screens. I used to get around to 9 to 10 p.m. before I even had to charge it. That's easily getting me through the day, but now with iOS 14, it's happening around 4 or 5 p.m. that I have to charge it in. I am not too happy about it. And I don't know what your experience is. I'd love to hear what's happening to you in the comments, because I gotta imagine I'm not the only one, because I really love what iOS 14 is doing. Its features, its snappiness, the widgets, obviously, it's great, but it is still killing my battery life just 1 week after I installed it. So maybe iOS 14.2 has better days ahead for us. Crossing fingers, but maybe not, because they just released the beta to developers, and it unlocks what all of us have been waiting for each year. You might want to take off your headphones for this. Okay. Emojis! We got a preview of them on World Emoji Day. Look, I even did a quick reaction video to them, but now we're seeing a lot more. Like, look, the fact that boba, we got bubble tea as an emoji, that's an instant win for me. There's a ninja, there's a tamale, there's a beaver, and so many more that they revealed. Like, look, the thinking is that iOS 14.2 will release to the public sometime in late October or even November, but that's after the release of 14.1. I'm just excited because, come on now, who doesn't love emojis? Now, you know what I love more though? Getting back my battery life. That would be nice. But before you go, running out and getting this new beta, I've got to warn you that if you're planning on getting a new iPhone 12, you might want to hold off on that, because the belief is that the iPhone 12s will likely come loaded with iOS 14.1 on launch. But if you're running 14.2 on your primary phone today, iOS doesn't allow you to put a backup made with a new version of iOS on a handset running a older version of iOS. iOS just doesn't allow you to go backwards. It's messy if you try and go back and do a clean restore. I don't recommend that for everyone to do that, and just the headache. So if you plan on getting an iPhone 12 on launch, I'm telling you right now, do not put iOS 14.2 on your primary device today. And don't tell me I didn't warn you, but I know that Chris in Oregon, he's still going to do it. Chris, don't do it. And Anne in New York, this is your final warning too. But here's some other cool things 14.2 is doing. It also brings music recognition, and we're finally seeing Apple's acquisition of Shazam being built even deeper into the OS. So you can toggle it on from the control center, and then once you do that, it will identify a song you're listening to, even if you're listening to it through your AirPods. Like the #1 Billboard hit Dynamite from the incomparable BTS. I got love for you, Army. But it doesn't show up by default in iOS 14.2. So you actually have to jump into your settings app and then go to Control Center, add the music recognition icon, which is different from sound recognition, to get access to it. But this is a slick feature that is coming to 14.2. But iOS 14.2 also suggests that Apple will not include the wired EarPods in the iPhone 12 box. Now, a statement in the OS about exposure to RF energy previously used the wording supplied headphones. That has now been changed to only use the word headphones, which Eagle Eyes have found and said that this is just another indication that we will not be getting wired headphones included with the new iPhone 12. Now, that's alongside rumors that they will also be getting rid of the power adapter like they did with the recent Apple Watch Series 6 and SE, which is also almost a guarantee that it's happening. And for me, really, though, I'm just waiting for them to get rid of the notch. All right. Thanks again to Cove for sponsoring this video. One of their products you're going to want to check out is their portable speaker. It's called the Commuter Split 2. And check this out. I'm just going to play some music here. And it has like a nice sound for its size. You can hear it. And I just connect to it over Bluetooth. Now, it's obviously made to take with you anywhere you go. You can even use it during a bike ride to get outside right now. I'm going to stop this down. And look, what makes a difference is that it is called the Split 2 because it splits with a twist, just like this. So you can really create a 360-degree stereo sound setup around you. When you separate them, you can put these in like corners of a room or a work area to just really fill it up. Now, you'll be able to charge both speakers via micro USB, and you'll get about 7 hours of battery life with a single charge. Plus, it's rated IPX7 water resistant, and its mic has a 30-foot range if you want to use your voice assistant with it. So I'm going to put it back together with a twist. And check it out, the new Commuter Split 2 from Cove. You can get over 64% off from the link on the screen and in the description using the code BT64. It's just something different. It's really unique, and it's absolutely worth it for its price. All right, that's going to do it for this video. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell, ding, to get all my videos when they drop. Plus, if you want to dive even deeper with Apple, get all the latest stories, check out my Apple Bits XL audio podcast where we cover it all with special guests. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you next time. Peace and love.